Stipe, what some consider the greatest heavyweight of all time. I personally don't think so. And John Jones, arguably the greatest of all time. Actually, there's no argument. John Jones is. But listen, guys, let's get right to it. UFC 294. Johnny Walker from Brazil taking on Magomed. Now, listen, guys, what do you think? Were the fans robbed in this fight? Johnny Walker gets a bad rap, in my opinion, right? A lot of people think he does not take the fight game serious. Look at this guy. He's a freak athlete. Look at his height. Guys, 6'6", the 3-inch height advantage over Magomed, and the 7-inch reach advantage. Now, Johnny Walker's been in some battles, guys. 21-7. He's on a 3-match win streak. Huge win over Anthony Smith. The same with Magomed. Huge win over Anthony Smith. Actually stopped him. But Johnny Walker, guys, a lot of people think he's just a jokester. And when you're fighting tough opponents, they're not going to take you seriously, right? There's been a couple fights there. I mean, we take a look at that brutal loss to Hill. I don't think he took that fight seriously. You cannot sleep on your opponents. Now, John John Jones is the greatest of all times because he's disciplined, right? He's a disciplined, naturally God gifted athlete. Johnny Walker is a once in a generation type of talent, but a lot of people think he doesn't have the discipline. When he throws out the leg kick, it's a sloppy leg kick. He's almost always off balance, leaving his opponents just able to just counter. So the leg kick with that long reach and long leg advantage on his opponents, I don't think he takes full advantage of it because he's too sloppy. What about the 7-inch reach advantage, the jab? Very sloppy. He's got to pop that jab out a little bit more, just a little bit more pop and power on it. Keep your opponents off of you. Between his leg kicks and his jab, he should dominate these fights. What we pick up here in the first round, guys, plus 380. Will this fight make it to the next round? That's right. Will this fight make it to round 2? Plus 380 if you took the no. And it would not, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Magomed, listen, possibly the greatest light heavyweight right now. I mean, he did get that draw to Blachowicz, but listen, guys, 18-1. He's on a 9-match win streak if you just disregard that draw, ladies and gentlemen. But controversy here. Yes, this fight will be stopped early. Why? Well, if you didn't watch the fight here, ladies and gentlemen, tons of fans in this arena booing, millions around the world unhappy with what happened. Magomed had Johnny Walker on the ground here, just dominating the first round. I don't know if there was any doubt who would win this fight, but Magomed, listen, guys, the knee here with Johnny Walker up against the cage, right under the chin. He gave Johnny Walker a brutal knee. And listen, it looked like Johnny was okay. Was it me? Or was Johnny really fine? Now, the referee did notice the knee. He separated the men. He gave Johnny, 5 minutes? He would have had 5 minutes, but the doctor came into the ring, and of course, it looks like the UFC, they're playing it safe here nowadays, guys. They really are. They're literally calling the doctors over every little mishap inside the octagon. Now, this is what got the fight stopped. The doctor would say to Johnny, "Are you okay?" Johnny would say, "What round is it?" Oh no, guys. And that fight was stopped. If we take a look at the stats here, it was a pretty even fight on the feet. I think Johnny's the leg kicks a little too sloppy, but he was scoring. He was scoring with the jab, but Magomed got the takedown, controlled Johnny for a minute. That illegal knee, that's exactly what it was. I don't think it hurt Johnny, guys. What do you think? Did it hurt Johnny? Because before the ref broke him up and separated him, Johnny seemed to be okay. Yeah, there was a few seconds where after Johnny took the knee, he was okay. But then again, hey, it might take a few seconds for that to kick in, be dazed and confused. Was Johnny faking? Let's just get right to it, guys. Was he faking? I think it's a little bit of acting there. I think the doctor prematurely rushed over it. Give Johnny a few minutes. He's got up to 5 minutes. Give him a few minutes to recover and then go over and talk to him. I think the doctor helped that stoppage. Plus 300. Will this fight not make it to the second round? And listen, Magomed gave Johnny a little push. They were about to get it on. Now Dana comes in and he's like, "Hey, are you okay?" Guys, we were robbed. Was Johnny faking? Comment below. This is a no contest. Brutal.